Hi guys, good evening. Tonight we have with us 𝙬𝙧𝙚𝙬 from Lome Interior. He's on the show to actually share with us 3 really important tips you must know for a stress-free renovation. That's right, you heard it right, a stress-free renovation. Ivan is actually a really experienced interior designer from Lome Interior, a homegrown interior design firm. And they do a lot of properties, not just BTOs, but condos and landed. So we have him on top of the show today to just share with us important things that we as end consumers must know for a stress-free renovation experience.
Good evening everyone, I'm 𝙬𝙧𝙚𝙬. I'm a creative designer from Lome Interior. Lome Interior has been around for 20 over years. We have served a lot of happy clients. I'm very happy today to be on this show with you guys.
Okay, Ivan, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on. The first thing I want to ask you is, renovation can be quite stressful sometimes. Interior design is not an easy thing to do. You're throwing a lot of money in to really get the dream home that you've been thinking of, that you see in magazines, and the thing that you really desire. We spend maybe about half our lives at home, or at least a good percentage of it. So actually having a well-renovated, a well-designed home is really important. Yet a lot of people put off the experience because interior design or renovating your home can be quite intimidating. So I'm glad that you came on today to share with us 3 important tips for a stressful renovation. So without further ado, Ivan, I'm going to hand the mic over to you. I would like you to start with the first tip to have a stress-free renovation. Sorry about that.
Alright, so the first tip will be having a good timeline. So most projects will take about 6 to 8 weeks for the project to finish. So the first tip will be never rush through your renovation at the expense of workmanship. As they say, good things come to those who wait. Therefore, it's very important to have a timeline to keep track of your progress.
Good things come to those who wait. I've been waiting for Toto, but never get it.
Maybe the time is not right yet.
Okay. So don't rush through your works. It means that maybe like masonry or carpentry, there's a minimum human time to actually get these things done right. Is that what you mean?
Yes, and also like let's say we are talking about wet works, masonry works. Actually, there is a time for your tiles to dry up, and we shouldn't be rushing through all this kind of thing. If not, it will give you a lot of hiccups at a later date. Yeah.
I see. So managing this timeline means you help forecast a timeline, and you have the buffers. You know what the minimum time needed for things to be done. And,
Yes.
and that's what you guys do. Because I don't even know what masonry or wet works actually is, and how long that pertains. So so I guess as IDs, that's one of the first things you help the client establish.
Of course, we will actually do up a estimated timeline for our clients, so they can actually refer back to the timeline when the renovation is going on, and roughly know how long the whole renovation will take.
Okay, well, that's great. I think timeline management is really important, because I guess when you're renovating a house, it means you're moving out. Some people are cramming into other houses, some people are renting. So all this is cost, time and money, and it can be quite stressful. Just the idea of packing, unpacking, repacking, can be quite stressful. Or living out of boxes, they like to call it, can be pretty stressful. So timeline management is really important for the standard of living, and also to save some resources. So a good idea, ideally, is going to be able to manage this timeline and properly project numbers that doesn't affect workmanship, yet at the same time doesn't leave you living out of boxes for too long. So great point. First one, timeline. Can we go on to the second point? We shall?
Yes,
We shall? Okay, so what's the second point for a stress-free renovation?
The second point will be determining the available space. Figuring out the amount of space and factoring electrical and water points, as well as any potential challenges that you may face in your renovation. So actually, the amount of space you are renovating, as well as the specific requirements, will determine the cost of the renovation. And of course, certain styles are more expensive than the others.
So you are saying in terms of pure square footage, and how you then play that pure square footage in different themes.
Yes, that's right.
Is that what you mean? Space is at a premium. So I guess, proper space planning will accentuate a good property, a good house. And also then the secondary function of it is actually to then give it a theme, right? So determining the available space and properly using them. So we don't have any wasted space, and we then use that space and make it as the way we want it. Like I've heard of themes like what, industrial, is it? Scandinavian, those are the themes that you have, right?
Yes.
What are the most popular themes nowadays?
There is contemporary, Scandinavian, like you mentioned it, industrial. There is actually a lot of themes that you can name it, and we will do it for you.
Okay. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. So I guess wide selection. You get to really customize and design a designer home for yourself. But at the same time, the IDs are there to help you guide and see a space that you probably couldn't see before.
Yes, of course.
That's the whole point. So the first thing was the timeline. Second one is helping you get the most out of your space in the way and design that you like. And how about the third tip?
All right, the third tip is actually one of the most important tips. The third tip will be to make sure your interior designer is the right fit. Let me ask you a question, Elton. Will you go out with someone you just don't like on a date? Or maybe will you hire a worker without having proper skill? Well, if your answer is no, then there's absolutely no reason why you should be working with an interior designer who can't fit your needs.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. So it's very custom, very personal, right?
Yes, that's right.
I guess the most important thing would be communication, being able to communicate your ideas, and the ID can then, first of all, understand what you want, what you desire, your family's need, and then turn it into something, execute that vision as well, correct? Not only execute that vision, but add value in that execution. Because, IDs being experienced, they will know how to use the space as best as possible. Maybe there are certain areas that I can't see that I could actually utilize as a space. You guys can do that. So, but I need the right person that's the right fit for me in order to bring out these things. Okay, well, so those are 3 very interesting tips. You want to round it up for us? Because now you have timeline, you have space, and then you also have the personalized touch, I would like to call it. The ability to listen first, meld the vision, and then add value for the execution.
Yes, that's right. So to sum up, actually, I've always believed that the essence of interior design will always be about people and how they live. The key to great design is capturing the spirit of our clients and the essence of space. It's been always my belief in the line of my job.
Again, renovation itself, it can be quite a stressful experience. Not many people go through it too often. You don't want to go through it too often. So guys, I think it's very important that you get the right interior designer, somebody that can really listen to you and then execute that vision and add value as well. On top of that, somebody that can add value by using the relevant spaces and with their experience, their portfolios. And lastly, also manage your timeline. I think these 3 things are really crucial and really important for us to have a very stress-free renovation.
Yes, that's right.
All right, for Ivan Sim again from Lome Interior, thank you so much for actually coming on today. If you want to ask Ivan anything or contact Lome Interior, do drop us a DM and we'll pass on your contact and get Ivan to get back to you. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the next episode. If you like us, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, share us with your friends, family. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you'd like to listen to as well. And look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Bye.